Well, hey guys, hi, Brent Abel here, webtennis.com. Sunday afternoon, where are we here? About 12:32 out here on the West Coast, Rancho Mirage, California. And another beautiful day here, Mission Hills Country Club. Guys, real quick, I got something for you today. May not be your thing, that's fine. But if you're in an industry, and I guess specifically I'm sort of talking more towards my colleagues in the tennis teaching industry, could be teaching pros, could be coaches, someone in the industry where all these COVID restrictions right now are kind of putting a little damper on your normal income. I've got a couple of ideas for you, and I've got a third idea for you that I think you should not consider. And I'm going to kind of start with that first. Back when I turned 50 years old back in 1998, I sort of had this, as I do whenever I have a birthday, when, it ends in a zero, I kind of go, all right, so what's been going on for the last 5 years or 10 years? And where am I now? And where do I want to go to, in the next 5 or 10 years? And so when I turned 50, I sort of had this, I don't know, I guess you could call it an epiphany. But I've been teaching tennis forever on the court. And, back in 1998, we didn't have any restrictions because of some kind of pandemic. But for me, my body was just getting crushed. I mean, I'm standing on on hard court in San Francisco at the time, kind of going, man, I wonder if there's another way that I can dispense my expertise for tennis, get my knowledge out there where I don't spend so much time on the teaching court. At the time it was like 35, 40 hours a week, which is pretty standard. When you're working full time as a tennis teaching pro, at the time I was head pro tennis director of the Cal Club, California Tennis Club in San Francisco. And I just was at that age where I was just going, I'm wondering if I'm going to have to do this for the rest of my life. So yeah, I mean, nice living, nice income, but was I getting ahead? Not really. Not really. I was doing the classic trading time for dollars. And also for me, I was never a very good junior player. I played a lot of baseball as a kid, so I never really had a quote unquote top junior career. Didn't really start playing much competitive stuff until I got into seniors and 35s. And yet from the 35s to about then, the 50s, raising a family, had three kids, spending all my time doing that. But I still had this thing. I still had this competitive streak where, I would love to find a way to teach less, be able to practice and train, blah, 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 do all that kind of stuff. So at the time in 1998, there was this thing called the internet that was starting to get some legs. And we didn't really know if there was going to be an opportunity for, any kind of commercial application. So I was just kind of hoping, well, maybe I could dive into this thing and there'd be an opportunity there eventually to be able to get my tennis knowledge online, and let's kind of see, kind of take it from there. And so I ended up starting building, I got my first domain, 1999, webtennis.net. Eventually I got webtennis.com and just started building it, right? And, it was like a crappy little website. We had we had dial-up. We didn't have high speed, so you certainly couldn't do video. You couldn't do audio. All that you could really do was just kind of type, right? It was all text. And so the websites looked terrible, but I started getting some traction in terms of being able to build up a little bit of an email list, started to put some products together that I could sell, and, got a merchant account, just kind of figured all that stuff out. But it took years to be able to do that. And I know that today, in this day and age, look, building a website is like the easiest thing in the world. It's all drag and drop. It's super easy. Putting up a little form where someone can drop in a first name and email address, no big deal. Being able to create products is easier than it was then. But the big deal now is marketing. And it's gotten so competitive that there's so much tennis instructional information out there right now that the one thing I would tell you is that, to do what I did in terms of building a website, getting a merchant account, doing all kinds of branding and marketing is much easier than it was back then, 20 plus years ago. But the competition now is so fierce. And I'll be the first one to admit, and if you've listened to my stuff at all with Jeff Jackich, it just blows our mind, all the clickbait garbage out there in terms of headlines and people promising you that, here's how to do this like Fed, here's how to do this like Rafa, here's how. Anyway, don't get me started on that because we'll be here all day long. But my point is that I would never recommend to someone to try to recreate what I have done over the years with webtennis.com. And look, it is my main source of income, right? I've been doing it so long, built up a nice sizable email list that I can email that list often enough and produce some income. But what I've also added in the last couple of years, and here comes the two things that I want you to kind of consider, is two things: affiliate marketing and network marketing. And the reason that I like those two strategies, and especially the recurring type of affiliate marketing, is that you kind of just share your story about some product you love. Obviously, you have to love the thing that you're sharing, but you get paid month after month after month, assuming this is a recurring product that you're referring. And so, yes, you can do that with affiliate marketing. The standard traditional affiliate marketing is you don't get paid month after month. You go out there and you refer someone, you get an affiliate link for a product you love, and you go ahead and share that link, whether it's online, whether it's through email, through whatever it is. And, assuming that the product that you're referring, that you're recommending is great. All right, well, maybe you get a commission from time to time on that. That's one way of doing it. To me, you have to continue to pump that out to be able to make sales. But to me, the better way of doing this is through network marketing. And I've kind of dabbled around with network marketing for a long time. But right now, I tell you, I'm with a company where, number one, I love the products because it's helped me in something that I've struggled with for a long time. With all the tennis I play, all the training, all the competitive stuff I do, I think I mentioned training there, all the off-court training. So I can compete at the highest level in my age group year after year. Man, my body just creates all this inflammation. And so for years, I was having to gulp down 2 or 3 ibuprofen every day. Not great. We know it's not great, but I had to do it if I wanted to continue to play as much as I needed to play and train. So I found a company 7+ months ago, and they've got products. They've got products that are not. It's not vitamins. It's not a drug. It's it's a plant-based thing. And I've been able to get off of the ibuprofen for the last 7 months. So for me, that's an easy suggestion to make to anyone I know that, hey, look, if you're experiencing this thing, here's something that's worked for me. I'm not saying that's what you have to do, but what I am telling you is that if you've never ever tried network marketing before as a way to build a side income, you can do it part-time, you can do it full-time, whatever you want to do. If you do it right, it works. Now, a lot of people don't have success with it because they just they don't hang in there long enough to be able to make it work. And look, if you're in the tennis industry, as I was forever in terms of on-court teaching, well, you get a student who walks through the gate from, let's say, 10 o'clock in the morning to the next 60 minutes, and you coach them and teach them, do whatever. And after 60 minutes, they give you money, right? They give you whatever your fee is for that time. But then they're gone, and you don't get paid until the next student walks through. And so what I love about this network marketing industry is that if you recommend something that you love, and they also have some kind of result that they love, you know what happens? They continue to order month after month after month, and you get paid a little bit of commission every month on that. You build a big enough customer base, and you bring in other people like yourself who also are looking to do a part-time or side income. It works. It works. Now, look, is it easy? No. Is it for everybody? No. It may not be for you. I don't know. It could be, but it might not be, and that's fine. But here's my recommendation. If you're interested in learning more about network marketing, here's what I'm going to ask you to do: is send me a direct message or shoot me an email, Brent at Web Tennis, and I will give you a book that will explain in just the greatest simplified terms. It's called The 4-Year Career, right? It's by a guy who I've known for, since 2012. So it's been, 8 years. Richard Bliss Brook. He's been in the network marketing industry for decades. And Guy's a good friend. He's a mentor of mine, someone who I really have a ton of respect for. And this is the 12th edition of the 4-Year Career. And again, it just explains it in like just the most simple, easy to understand, with a super dose of reality in terms of what it takes to be successful, either as a part-timer or as a full-timer. And so look, if you want, I'm happy to give you this book for free. Just let me know. I'll pay for I've already paid for the book. I'll pay for the shipping wherever you are. I'm happy to do that, just because I believe in it so much that if you're interested in something like this and learning more about network marketing, then this is the way to do it. So again, if you want to copy the book for free, again, I've already paid for the book. I'll pay for the shipping to get it to you. Just shoot me or just send me a direct message or Brent at webtennis.com. And I'd be happy to do that. So guys, look, if you've got any more questions, just let me know in the comment section. Or again, email, however you want to get to me, be more than happy to. And look, if this is not your thing, totally fine, totally cool. I get it. I understand. It's not, it's definitely not right for everybody. So with that, guys, get out there today, wherever you are. Help someone else have a spectacular day, and hope to see you again soon. Thanks very much.